is going to be Clint Drake. And the number 25 on his outside, Terry Williams. The number 27, Darren Burt. Inside row number 3 on the outside, Blake Sutton and Stratton McGee. Shooting off into turn number 1 and 2. Mark Simon, your current leader. Simon takes him down the backstretch. Gillis in tow. Number 25 of Clint Drake in that third spot. Coming around to lead lap number 1, going to be Michael Gillis. Mark Simon, rather than number 23 machine. Michael Gillis in that second spot. Clint Drake rounding out your top 3. Blake Sutton and Terry Williams. Terry Williams getting himself a new wrap. Mark Simon out front of this thing. 2 laps in the books. 18.759 that last time by. Michael Gillis running a 19.122. 9.941 the distance between Michael Gillis and Mark Simon. Visibly, it looks like about a 5-car lead. Simon, your leader here at lap number 3 in the books of your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. Simon continuously getting faster, 18.688 that last time by. This time just a little bit faster even with an 18.554. Gillis now 2.204 seconds behind Mark Simon, the number 23 machine. I believe this is a new car for Simon. Good looking machine. Simon extending that lead out to a 2.898 over the 33 of Michael Gillis. Clint Drake another half second behind. Blake Sutton and Terry Williams, your top 5. 2 to go this time by Mark Simon, continuously faster as he figures out this track and that car, 18.433. Coming around to a white flag. No, it won't be. It'll be a caution flag due to the 99 JR of Blake Sutton spinning there in turn number 4. Caution flag being brought to you by Joplin Lock and Key. Oh, and problems on the number 27 machine as you see him pull off the track there in turn number 4. That's Terry Williams in the number 27. We'll get him pushed a little further in. Mark Simon is your current leader here. We're 6 laps in the books. Michael Gillis in that second spot. Clinton Drake running third. 27 of Terry Williams falling out just then. Blake Sutton was running 5th. He'll be up in that 4th spot. Caution coming out for the 99 JR of Blake Sutton. We'll get him lined out in that Delaware double file restart. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. Mark Simon brings him around 3 and 4. Hits that loud pedal. We're back to Green Flag Racing. Green Flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. As we hit that Ozark Fiber restart zone, brings them around 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 rather. Side by side battle for that second spot. Going to be Michael Gillis and Clint Drake. Drake on the inside, Gillis on the outside. Checkered flag coming out here. That is Mark Simon taking the win in that number 23 machine. Gillis with the advantage in that number 33. Coming in second, Clint Drake finishing 3rd. Blake Sutton rounding out the field. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner of your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1, Mark Simon in that number 23 machine. Michael Gillis in the number 33 coming in second. Clint Drake in the number 25 coming in 3rd, and Blake Sutton rounding out the field there. Heat race number 2 getting ready to make their way onto the track now. Starting on the pole is going to be the 12M of Ronnie Maples out of Crane, Missouri. Had to wait for the crowd. Hunter Stutzman out of Hineville, Missouri in the 668, going to start on his outside. Inside row number 2 is going to be Garrett Thompson, the 929, last week's winner. He's coming out of Joplin, Missouri on his outside. Ian Morissette in the 38 machine coming out of Willard, Missouri. Inside row number 3 is going to be Thomas Creech in the 28C out of Pittsburgh, Missouri. And on his outside, current points leader, the number 33M of Steve Muhlenberg. Maples and Stutzman, row number 1. Thompson and Morissette, row number 2. And in the rear there, Creech and Muhlenberg. Maples pacing them around 3 and 4 there. Green flag as they hit that Ozark fiber restart zone. Green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bait. 3 wide right off the bat for the lead. Mr. Hunter Stutzman making it exciting going down the front stretch. Garrett Thompson on a 929 already making his way up to that second spot. Muhlenberg in third. Stutzman with a good lead right now as he makes his way down the back stretch. Already half a straightaway lead there. Stutzman going to lead lap number 2 here. Stutzman, Thompson, and Muhlenberg, your top 3. Watch out for the number 38, trying to make his way up there. Number 28, C Machine dropping out of the race here. Thomas Creech, Hunter Stutzman still out front of this thing. Coming to your halfway point over here in Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race. Number 2, Stutzman out front by a whole second over Garrett Thompson in the 929. Steve Muhlenberg another 0.3 of a second back. Ian Morissette dropping back just a little bit. He's about a second and a half away from that top group. Caution flag coming out here. Thomas Creech not able to get all the way off the track there. That becomes a safety issue. We'll get him pushed back to the back and get back to green flag racing here. Lights are out. We're ready to get back to green flag racing here again. 4 to go halfway through your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race. And number 2, Hunter Stutzman gets him wound up, hits that skinny pedal. We're on our way. Stutzman out front still on that 668 machine, side by side. Garrett Thompson and Steve Muhlenberg. Thompson edging them out down there on the bottom side at the moment. Muhlenberg runs good on that middle line. Not going anywhere. There's Steve Muhlenberg taking that second spot there on the lap number 5. And he clears Thompson as they make their way down the backstretch there. Stutzman, Muhlenberg, and Thompson, your top 3. Morissette and Maples rounding out your top 5. Coming around turns 3 and 4, we got the white flag out. One more time around. Coming off of turn number 3 and 4, checkered flag is in the air. Stutzman, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent racing there from your Napa Auto Parts Power High Midwest Modifieds. 668, Hunter Stutzman coming home the winner, running his fastest lap on the last lap there, 18.587. Steve Muhlenberg coming in second. Garrett Thompson, last week's winner, coming in third. Ian Morissette and Ronnie Maples rounding out the field. That'll do it for your Midwest Modifieds. All right, pure stock heat race number 1, Landon McLaughlin, number 17 machine. Gonna start on the pole. On his outside is gonna be Carla Lampe out of Fairgrove, Missouri, in the number 7. McLaughlin in that 17 machine. Inside row number 2 is gonna be Dylan Bowman out of Purdy, Missouri, in the number 69 machine. On his outside is gonna be Dean Kimberling in the 54. Dale Centers in the number 25. Starting inside row number 3, Mark Simon on his outside, the number 23. Lenny Coates in the 134, starting in that 7th spot on his outside, Sean Coates. And starting in the rear there, last week's winner, the number 71, Chris Tonnelly out of Fairgrove, Missouri. Again, McLaughlin and Carla Lampe, row number 1. Bowman and Kimberling, row number 2. Centers and Simon, row number 3. Coates and Coates, row number 4. And Chris Tonnelly in the rear. Bringing them around 3 and 4. Green flag, here we go. Again, green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. Everybody shoots it off into one. Landon McLaughlin going to be your leader. We're stacking them up. Oh, Lenny Coates has got a bumper falling off. Last week's winner, Chris Tonnelly, spinning there in 3 and 4. We're back to racing. Landon McLaughlin going to lead lap number 1. Dylan Bowman on the inside. Centers on the outside. Dylan Bowman going to look for the lead coming off of turn number 4 here. Dale Centers all over the back bumper. Going to take a look to the way outside. Now McLaughlin still out front. Centers falls back to 4th spot. Carla Lampe up to 3rd. McLaughlin, Bowman, Lampe, your top 3. Centers taking another look to the outside as they come around. Gets cut off by Lampe. Lampe wanting to get up to the front there. Sitting in that 3rd spot. Simon here on the front stretch. We'll stay a green flag of racing, my friends. Lana McLaughlin still out front. These guys are putting on a heck of a show. Top four, all right there together. Bowman on the inside, going to take a look for the lead again. Lana McLaughlin still out front. Bowman taking a look to the inside. Watch out, Carl Lampe wants to be on the outside. Lampe going to split the sheets. Going right to the inside, looking for the lead, coming off a turn number 2. Carla Lampe, your leader. Bowman wants to follow on the bottom side. Lana McLaughlin on the top side. Just past your halfway point, coming to lap number 5 of your Pure Stock Heat Race number 1. Carla Lampe, your new leader. Dylan Bowman falls back to that third spot. Lana McLaughlin in that second position. Carla Lampe coming to the white flag this time by. Carla Lampe makes her way down the backstretch. Lana McLaughlin in 2. Bowman and Center's going to fight for 3rd. Checkered flag out. Carla Lampe going to take the win there. Centers gets around Bowman. Carla Lampe, your winner. Lana McLaughlin taking that second spot. Dale Centers rounding out your top 3. Dylan Bowman finishing 4th. And Sean Coates rounding out your top 5. Excellent racing again there from our Pure Stock feature. Not feature. Hot Laps, you silly goose. No, it's not even Hot Laps. Heat Race. It's my first time announcing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, precursor to what we got going on next week. A Modifieds making their way onto the track right now. Starting on the pole, coming out of Prairie Grove, Arkansas, is going to be the number 47 machine of Josh Harney. On his outside, the number 11 a special guest driver, winning last night with the Rev Late Model Series, is going to be Kylan Garner in the number 11. Inside a row number 2, Mickey Burrell in the number 73 machine out of Fairgrove, Missouri. On his outside, Mr. Troy Martin in the 9-star. Able to make it back, the number 18 of Tracy Cottrell after flipping it in turns 3 and 4 a couple weeks ago. And on his outside, Terry Beckham II in that 718 machine. All drivers ready, bringing them around 3 and 4. Green flag, here we go. 47 machine of Harney up to the lead real fast. Watch out, Colin Garner is outside, going to try to take the lead going down the back stretch. Harney and Garner rounding it through 3 and 4. Mickey Burrell already making his way up. He wants to be included in this pan as we pan out this camera shot. Again, J&M Pallet Company and Truckin' bringing you these awesome hot laps and heat races. Number 11 of Kylan Garner out front of this thing. 47 of Josh Harney was half a second back last time by. Kylan Garner extending that lead out to 0.8 of a second. Garner running a 17.842. Cottrell not able to get it back started again. That's going to bring out the caution for sure. Caution being brought to you by Joplin Lock and Key. Looking at the replay here, brought to you by Midwest Sheet Metals. Just a loop around by Cottrell. Thankfully, just a single car incident. He gets it back going. And we're back to racing here. USRA A Modified Heat Race number 1. We're 2 down, 6 to go. Lights are out. And we're lined up, ready to go. Kylan Garner out front of this thing. Josh Harney, Mickey Burrell, row number 2. Green flag, here we go. Kylan Garner gets us started right there in that Ozark Fiber restart zone. Shoots it off into 1 and 2. Mickey Burrow on the underside of Josh Harney going to try to take that second spot away. So make their way down the backstretch. Harney fighting from that outside, not wanting to disappear. Watch out, the 718 machine of Terry Beckham II. Cottrell spinning right there in that same spot. We'll see if we can get it started. He don't like where our tires placed. He's going to try to move it just a little bit. That's going to bring out the caution there. Tough break for Tracy Cottrell. We're going to keep the show going. Cottrell will have to take it to the back. We'll see him in the feature. Kylan Garner still out front of this thing. Lap number 3 in the books. 5 to go. Garner, Harney, and Burrell, your top 3. All right, bringing them around 3 and 4 here at Monett Motor Speedway. We are green flag racing again. Being brought to you by Freedom Bank. We shoot them off into 1 and 2. Mickey Burrell with another good restart. Tries to float it up, but a good run for Harney as he makes his way out of turn number 2. Harney with the advantage on that top side. Kylan Garner gonna lead another one here. A lot of mud on that front camera. We better not use that one. .718 at Terry Beckham II. Brings her around at 3 and 4. Kylan Garner, Josh Harney, Mickey Burrell, your top 3. Kylan Garner running a 17.765 that last time by about half a second faster. Mickey Burrell gets underneath the 47 of Josh Harney. Not sure what was going on with Harney. We make our way through. Harney loses another spot to the 718 machine. Garner, Burrell, Beckham, your top 3 now as we make our way. White flag being displayed there by flagman Chip Abramovitz. One more time around. 17.745 for Kylan Garner that last time by. Not far behind Mickey Burrell with the 17.776. Checkered flag being brought to you by Wesco Home Furnishings there. I understand the cutaway. We got a little mud we need to wipe off there. We'll get that at intermission. Look at this commitment to excellence. Mr. Thomas Shaw going down to clean it. I wish I could go down there and operate the cameras. I'd do a zoom in. Kylan Garner in the number 11 taking the win there in the USRA modified heat race number 1. Mickey Burrell finishing that second spot, 2.435 seconds behind. Terry Beckham the second, finishing third. Josh Harney and Troy Martin rounding out your top 5. Tombo, we appreciate your commitment to excellence here. Wiping the slate clean for our front. Looks good. Wiping the slate clean for our front camera. All right, heat race number 2 making their way onto the track now. Daniel Franklin out of Berryville, Arkansas, starting on the pole. On his outside is going to be Tyler Wolf in that 4W machine. I believe he's already won one this year here. Danny Miller out of Pierce City, Missouri, starting that 55M machine inside the row at number 2. On his outside is going to be Greg Scheffler in that 21 machine out of Pittsburgh, Missouri. Nathan Hager, again, also a winner this year in that 55 machine. And Jarrett Dotson in the 24/7 starting in the rear there. Good-looking cars. Going to be some good racing here at Monett Motor Speedway. Franklin and Wolf on that front row. Tyler Wolf doing what Tyler Wolf does. Watch out. We got not a spin. Danny Miller keeps it going. Good job. Tyler Wolf out front of this thing already by almost 2 seconds, running a 16.926. That is bananas when everybody else is running at 18 seconds. We're 3 wide for second. Why am I not reporting that? Because I'm looking at my computer. 21 of Greg Scheffler getting the best of that 3-car group there. Daniel Franklin files back to third. And Nathan Hager rounding out that little business. It was a 2.878 lead for Tyler Wolf that last time by. He extends it out to 4.340. Oh, a little smoke coming out of the 21 machine. It lets go as he makes his way into 3 and 4. Hopefully he can get it dove back to the inside. That may bring out the caution here. He gets her pulled off, but we already threw the caution. Caution being brought to you by Joplin Lock and Key. Tough break for the 21 machine of Greg Scheffler. He was running like he was on fire. They was running a little better. Tyler Wolf, your current leader. He's running 6.556 seconds ahead of Daniel Franklin. We are halfway through USRA A Modified Heat Race number 2. Daniel Franklin in that second spot. Nathan Hager up to third. Jared Dotson and Danny Miller rounding out your field. Getting ready to restart here in your Delaware double file restart. Tyler Wolf brings them around 3 and 4. Looking for that Ozark Fiber restart zone. Green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. Shipping them off into 1 and 2 there. Franklin with a good run off that top side. Tyler Wolf with a much needed good start. Daniel Franklin got a good run on that top side. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Franklin with his fastest lap this last time by, running at 18.166 rather. Able to keep up with Tyler Wolf in that 4W machine a lot better this time. Tyler Wolf out front by half a second over the number 7 machine of Daniel Franklin. Hager starting to reel him in as they make their way down the backstretch there. Hager with a good shot, looking at the white flag this time by, coming for Tyler Wolf. Wolf extends his lead out to another second over Daniel Franklin. Something must have clicked just right. Tyler Wolf out front of this thing in the 4W. Oh, problems on the Hager machine. He shoots it to the inside. Checkered flag coming out for Tyler Wolf in that 4W machine. Checker flag being brought to you by Wesco Furnishings, 819 US Highway 60 here in Monett. We appreciate their support very, very much. Tyler Wolf in the 4W taking home the win there. 2.361, the gap between him and Daniel Franklin. Franklin holding on for as long as he could. Tyler Wolf just hit another gear there. Jared Dotson finishing third. Danny Miller in the 55M coming in fourth. Nathan Hager something amiss right after he passed that white flag. All right. Time for heat race number 1 of your Davidson Sons USRA B Modifieds. Starting on the pole is going to be the 8S machine of John Sheets, coming all the way from Nevada, Missouri, on his outside. Last week's winner, the 56 machine out of Cross Timbers, Missouri, Young Lion Hoyt Miller. Inside row number 2 is going to be Matthew Maines in that 9M machine on his outside. Current points leader, the number 00 out of Bella Vista, Arkansas, is going to be Kason Harris. Inside row number 3, last year's points champion, the number 32, Kelly Chickicks, coming all the way from Pea Ridge, Arkansas, on his outside. Going to be the 24L of Patrick Lewis. And starting in the rear there, Matt Thompson, the 31, and Dusty Culp in the 745. Green flag on the track here at Monett Speedway, brought to you by Ozark Fiber Restart Zone. Hoyt Miller going to take a look to the inside as Sheets is to make their way down the back stretch there, nose and nose, side by side, heading off into turns 3 and 4. Hoyt Miller on the bottom side with the advantage. Sheets not going anywhere. Hoyt gets a little bit sideways. Sheets going to hold on to that lead as they make their way for lap number 1. Lap number 1 in the books. John Sheets, your leader. Watch out. Kason Harris already up to that second spot. Then it's a 3-car battle for that 3rd spot. Matthew Maines, Patrick Lewis, and Hoyt Miller. Hoyt Miller on the bottom side, going to be 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. John Sheets out front of this thing by 0.911 over 0-0 of Kason Harris. Harris starting to reel him in here. We'll see what we can do this next time by Matthew Manis in that 3rd spot. Holding on to that 3rd spot all by himself. Patrick Lewis a little high coming off of turn number 4. Sheets and Harris the same distance away there. John Sheets out front of this thing in the AS machine. Sheets extends his lead here in your David Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1. 1.114 the distance, running his fastest lap that last time by 18.354. Nobody touching that so far. Harris just keeps losing a little track to the ADIS machine of John Sheets as we are just past our halfway point. Going to be 2 phalanges in the air here for the ADIS machine of Davis in your Davis & Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race. Number 1, Kason Harris in that 2nd spot. Matthew Manis in 3rd. Hoyt Miller doing his best to reel in Manis as they go down the backstretch here. Sheets looking at the white flag coming off of turn number 4. Manis running his fastest lap that last time by 18.581. John Sheets and that it is coming off of turn number 4. Lap traffic ahead of him. No worries though. Checkered flag. Brought to you by Westcomb Furnishings. 8S of John Sheets taking the win there. Kason Harris coming in 2nd, almost 2 seconds behind in that 0-0. Matthew Manis in 3rd, and Hoyt Miller rounding out your top 4. Patrick Lewis and Matt Thompson rounding out your top 6. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 8S machine of John Sheets taking home the win there in your Davis & Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1. Kason Harris coming in that 2nd spot. Matthew Manis in 3rd. Hoyt Miller and Patrick Lewis rounding out your top 5. All right, my friends, time for some INX Legends, putting on a heck of a show the last couple weeks. Got 2 heat races. Starting on the pole is going to be the 55 machine of Kenny Foster out of Spokane, Missouri. On his outside is going to be the number 31 of Mike Gilbert coming out of Galena, Kansas. Inside row number 2 is going to be Zerny Vest in the 85 and a 3rd, or the 3rd. I don't know how to. 85. Aye. Smoke Metcalf, another one of my young lions. Starting outside row number 4, and starting in the rear there, Evan Pyle in the 72 machine. Lights are out. We're ready to get it on. Again, big thank you to J&M Pallet Company, official Hot Lap sponsor, and Heat Race as well. Green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. We're Green Flag Racing. Once again, the 55 machine on that inside. Mike Gillett in that 31 on the outside. They make the way into 3 and 4. Watch out, Pyle. Shot out of a cannon, literally. Zerny Vest looking smoke right in the eyes as they make their way through 3 and 4. We get this thing under caution. Joplin lock and key caution As a matter of fact, right before we get to lap number 1. We'll have an original restart here in your INX Legends Heat Race number 1 as we did not get a full lap in. Tanner Foster, your current points leader in your INX Legends. He'll run the next heat race. Kenny Foster, your pole sitter, looking for his first win of the season still. Sitting second in points, and Evan Pyle, who is in third at the moment, is also third in points. Kaylee Smith and Smoke Metcalf rounding out your top 5. Smoke just jumping into the top 5 this week in that 00 machine. He is 12 years old, ladies and gentlemen, 12 years old. That 00 of Smoke Metcalf, one of our young lions here at Monett Motor Speedway. All right, we got Zerny Vess in that 85 machine pool to the inside. We'll go with 4 of them: Kenny Foster, Mike Gilbert, Evan Pyle, and Smoke Metcalf. Bring them around 3 and 4. Foster setting the pace. Green flag as they hit that Ozark Fiber restart zone. Here we go. 3 wide for the lead, going through 1 and 2. Foster coming out like a diamond. Watch out, Gilbert's on that top side. Gilbert, Foster, and Pyle. Pyle looking to the inside, going to try to take that second spot away here on lap number 1. Mike Gilbert leading lap number 1 here at your INX Legends Heat Race number 1. Kenny Foster in that second spot, and Evan Pyle rounding out your top 3. Coming off of turn number 4 there, they're almost side by side. Mike Gilbert going to lead lap number 2 here in your INX Legends. 8/100ths of a second separating Kenny Foster and Mike Gilbert there that last time by. Evan Pyle looking to the top side, wants to try to take that second spot away if he can get some grip. Side by side for second. Evan Pyle going to try to challenge for the lead as he comes through 3 and 4. Watch out! He sent it. What else can you ask for? Keep her going, my boy. You got this. Don't do this. Don't. No! Sorry for yelling, folks. That is going to bring out the caution flag. I bet the car starts now. Maybe not. Evan Pyle trying to get her restarted there. Caution flag being brought to you by Joplin Lock and Key once again. 20. I don't want to be wrong. Over 20 years experience of locksmith. Joplin Lock and Key offers automotive, commercial, and residential locksmith services, and they will even come to you. All right, Mike Gilbert out front. Lights are up. Flagman Chip out from Monett gives them the green flag. We are back to racing here at Monett Motor Speedway. They make their way down the front stretch. We are just past your halfway point. Or right at your halfway point, I guess. Pyle gives another good go. He's up in that second spot. Evan Pyle challenging for the lead after causing the last caution. There are 3 to go as they make their way down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Evan Pyle going to try it again. Mike Gilbert out front of this thing, running that bottom side. Evan Pyle going to take a look to the outside. Pyle's nose to nose with them as they make their way down the backstretch. Pyle with the lead. What a great comeback story. We'll see if he can hold on to it. We're running way high. Mike Gilbert knows he's there now. He's going to try his best to hold on to that bottom side. White flag. Evan Powell, your new leader here on the white flag lap. Oh, watch out. We're side by side, nose and nose, door to door through 3 and 4. Gilbert up to the top side, little crossover pile on the bottom side, not going to take it. Mike Gilbert going to take the win there. That was some good racing from your INX Legends Heat Race number 1. Mike Gilbert, number 31 machine, able to take the win there over Evan Powell. Kenny Foster falling back to that third spot, and Smoke Metcalf rounding out your top 3. Big round of applause for the 31 of Mike Gilbert as he makes his way down the front stretch here. Good racing. Folks, we're almost done with our heat races, and I haven't even told you about my best friend, Mr. Thomas Shaw Jr. My man Tombo promotes everything here, Dirt, and he does it at a really high level. He runs the deal, Show Me Dirt. He is your go-to source for Southwest Missouri's exhilarating dirt racing scene. Join him on one of his many social media outlets as he dives into heart-pounding action at the region's premier tracks. Awesome dirt track races such as E3, Lebanon, Nevada, Hillbilly Speedway. I love it. I watched Midway last night. Good show. And of course, you're watching here on Facebook, I imagine, or YouTube, or X. All right, Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. going to start this thing off on the pole. Coming out of Seneca, Missouri on his outside is going to be Chance Gilbert, Tanner Foster, and John Gamble. Going to start row number 2, and starting in the rear there is going to be Peyton Powell in that 41 machine. 8 laps the distance here in your INX Legends Heat Race number 2. Green flag, here we go. Chance Gilbert in the 01 machine takes the lead from the 57 of Berkey-Bile. Watch out on that bottom side. Tanner Foster in the 85, normally running the white number 1 machine. Going to be 3 wide through number 4. Chance Gilbert in the 01 out front of this thing. Peyton Powell in the 41 machine looks to the top of Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. There's going to be side by side for that second spot. We're side by side as we make our way and work a lap. Number 2 here, Chance Gilbert out front of this thing by 0.7 of a second over the 41 machine of Peyton Powell. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. right behind him. 0.08 of a second that last time by Tanner Foster. Looking to take down Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. coming around that top side in the number 85 machine. Chance Gilbert extends his lead out to 0.7 of a second over Peyton Powell in the number 41. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr., everybody pretty stretched out here. Coming to your halfway point. Oh, what a Chance Gilbert. Gonna be your leader here. Seven-tenths of a second the distance between Peyton Powell and Chance Gilbert. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. working in that third spot. Peyton Powell running that top side, going to try the same thing that his teammate did. Peyton Powell with another good run on that top side. Chance Gilbert out front, 2 laps to go. Chance Gilbert in the 01 machine out front. Peyton Powell working, trying to do some catching up here on lap number 6. Chance Gilbert brings them around. 3 and 4, white flag. One more time around for the Chance Gilbert in that 01 machine. Peyton Powell in that second spot. Phil Berkeybaugh Jr. rounding out your top three, 9/10 of a second. This is between Peyton Powell and Chance Gilbert. I don't think he's going to catch him, but he's going to give it his best as he runs that top side. White and black checkered flag out. Brought to you by Westcott Home Furnishings. Chance Gilbert taking the win there. 41 of Peyton Powell coming in second. Phil Berkeybaugh Jr. rounding out your top three. John Gamble able to get around the 85 machine of Tanner Foster. All right, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for the 01 of Chance Gilbert taking the win there in your INX Legends Heat Race number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bomber Action been putting on an excellent show every week for the past, well, since they started. We've got one heat race there for your Bombers. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 29 of Daryl Riddick and then out of Aurora, Missouri. On us outside, Larry Jordan and the number 10 out of Joplin, Missouri. James DeWitt in the 930, your current points leader out of Pineville, Missouri. He's going to start on the inside row of number 2. On his outside is going to be Brandon Bishop in the 3J. Inside row number 3 is going to be Michael Gillis in the number 33 machine out of Cleveland, Missouri. And on his outside, Tyrell Jones making his way to Monett Motor Speedway in the 82X. And starting in the rear there, last week's winner, the Z66 of Zachary Riddick. All right, bringing him around 3 and 4. Daryl Riddick sets the pace in the number 29 probe. Daryl Riddick, your current leader. James DeWitt looking to take the lead on the outside. Daryl Riddick holding on the inside. 33 of Michael Gillis already up to that 3rd spot. Watch out, last week's winner, the Z66 of Zachary Riddick right underneath him. Side by side for the lead. James DeWitt credited with the lead on lap number 1 there. Daryl Riddick will fall back to that 2nd spot. 33 of Michael Gillis in the 3rd position. James DeWitt out front. He was out. Had a 400ths of a 10th. What am I trying to say? Words are hard. 930 of James DeWitt out front of this thing. 22.195. Last timed lap. We are side by side for that 3rd spot. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th battling it out. We're going to be 3 wide. He doesn't know he's down there. James DeWitt out front by 9/10 of a second. Daryl Riddick in that 2nd spot. Michael Gillis in 3rd. As they make their way down the back stretch. Big V8 power, motors on past them. Michael Gillis in that 2nd spot. Zachary Riddick gonna follow that big Ford V8 power. Gets around Daryl Riddick. Daryl in that 4th spot. Daryl not going anywhere though. 930 of James DeWitt, your current leader. We're on that 4th. DeWitt making his way around 3 and 4. The lead looks to be shorter this time as Michael Gillis shortens it from a 1.238. White flag coming out for your leader, the 930 of James DeWitt. DeWitt out front of this thing pretty handily. 1.5 seconds that last time by. He comes to the checkered flag, brought to you by Westcomb Furnishings. Gillis coming in that second spot. Riddick finishing third. Zachary Riddick, that is. Daryl Riddick finishing fourth. And Tyrell Jones are rounding out your top 5. Lights are out, ready to get this thing on. 33M of Steve Muhlenberg going to start on the pole on his outside. Going to be the number 23 of Mark Simon. Inside row number 2, the 668 of Hunter Stutzman. On his outside, 33 of Michael Gillis. Clint Drake and Garrett Thompson going to start row number 3. We're looking for that Ozark 5-hour restart zone. Green flag, here we go. Muhlenberg and Simon fighting this thing out front here. Muhlenberg, Simon, 668 machine. Hunter Stutzman in that third spot. We got a caution coming out here. Caution coming out for the 28C of Thomas Creech, spinning there between 3 and 4. All right, lights are out, ready to get it on again. Muhlenberg, Stutzman, and Simon out front of this thing. Green flag, here we go. Muhlenberg, Simon, Stutzman, your top 3. Thompson looking to get involved here. Everybody getting bunched up as they make their way through 3 and 4. Steve Muhlenberg, your leader here on lap number 5, 10 to go. Mark Simon in that second spot, 3. tenths of a second behind. Hunter Stutzman falls back just a little bit. Thompson in that 4th spot. Blake Sutton rounding out your top 5 at the moment. And it is a big battle for 5th. Five to go here for the 33M of Steve Muhlenberg. Making his way through 3 and 4. Going to be 4 to go this time by out front of the number 23 of Mark Simon. Hunter Stutzman in that 3rd spot. Garrett Thompson and Blake Sutton rounding out your top 5. That group of 5th through 11th is just good looking group there. Blake Sutton leading that 2nd group. Darren Burt, Ian Mortisek, Clint Drake, and Michael Gillis. Watch out. We're going to have some movement here. Muhlenberg coming around. Going to be 2 to go this time by Union Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified A feature. Mark Simon, 1.5 seconds behind. Going to be the white flag this time by for the 33M of Muhlenberg. Muhlenberg looking to get under lap traffic here, right behind him. That's going to give Mark Simon a chance to catch up. Simon using the top of the track. It's not going to be enough. Checkered flag for your winner, 33M. Of Steve Muhlenberg. Mark Simon coming in that 2nd spot. Hunter Stutzman finishing 3rd. Garrett Thompson, last week's winner, finishing 4th. Ian Morset in that 5th spot. Inside a row number 4 on the outside of him, the number 71. Last week's winner, Chris Tonley, coming out of Fairgrove, Missouri, and starting in the rear there, multiple-time winner here this year, the number 17 of Landon McLaughlin. Simon, there he is. He's able to make it out. Mark Simon winning a race here this year already. Going to try to make it 2, starting from inside row number 4. We're going to give him one more time around. Again, Carla Lampe, Dell Centers, row number 1. Sean Coates, Dylan Bowman, row number 2. Lenny Coates, Dean Kimmerling, row number 3. Mark Simon, Chris Tonley, row number 4. And Landon McLaughlin in the rear. Carla Lampe sets the pace going down the backstretch here. Going through 3 and 4, hits that loud pedal. We are green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. Carla Lampe, Dale Centers, sending him through 3 and 4. Dale Centers all over the backside of Carla Lampe, pushing her down the backstretch. Big battle out front. Carla Lampe going to lead lap number 1. Dale Centers looking at that top side. Bowman and Coates side by side for that 3rd spot. Centers to the outside, looking for the lead as they go down. Carla Lampe holding on that inside. Centers advantage on that top side. He'll lead lap number 2. Centers, Lampe, Bowman, your top 3. Coates and Landon McLaughlin. Rounding out your top 5. Chris Tonelly makes his way to 6. Dale Centers out front of this thing. Carla Lampe in that 2nd spot. Carla with a good run down at the bottom side. Dale Centers out front of this thing by 0.6 of a second that last time by. Bowman all over the back bumper of Lampe, looking to get around her for that 3rd spot. Dale Centers looking to make it win number 10 tonight. Simon pulls off to the inside. That's unfortunate. Last week's winner, Tonelly, much harder journey to the front. Starting in the rear there, he's up to that 6th spot. So he's just looking at a top 5 if he can get around the number 17 of Landon McLaughlin. Meanwhile, out front, Dale Centers. We got 9 to go. That's time by. Dale Centers out front by 1.5 seconds over Carla Lampe. Dylan Bowman another full second back behind. Coates taking a look to the bottom side of Bowman. Through that 3 and 4 spot. Everybody getting pretty stretched out now. Centers brings it around. 1 and 2. Going to be 5 to go this time here in your Pure Stock A feature. Dale Centers out front. Carla Lampe still in that 2nd spot, just 2 seconds behind. Oh no, problems on the 34 machine. Coates, he pulls it to the inside. Coates running a much slower pace on the inside of the track. Better to get those points, though, as I believe he's running 3rd in points. Dale Centers just 54 points behind Dylan Bowman. Bowman currently running in that 3rd spot. If Centers can complete the win, that'll certainly catch him up just a little bit. Nicking and narrowing him at him as he goes. Dale Centers got 2 to go. Carla Lampe still in that 2nd spot. Dylan Bowman in 3rd. Chris Tonelly, last week's winner, up in that 4th spot. Landon McLaughlin rounding out your top 5. White flag coming out for your leader, Dale Centers, looking for win 10. He makes his way down the backstretch. Full stretch lead. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, off of turn number 4, taking win number 10. Ladies and gentlemen, getting win number 10, the number 25 of Dale Centers. Carla Lampe coming down from Springfield, finishing second. Dylan Bowman finishing third, your current points leader. Chris Tonelly, last week's winner, finishing fourth. And Lena McLaughlin rounding out your top 5. One more big round of applause for the 25 of Dale Centers. Laps are 15 minutes here in your USRA A Modified A feature. Colin Garner, Tyler Wolf starting on the front. Gonna be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Wheel to wheel, door to door. Here they come through 3 and 4. Let's get it on! Tyler Wolf on the top side, pretty handily out front already. Colin Garner falls back to that second spot. Terry Beckham looking to the inside, looking to take that second spot away. Tyler Wolf way high. Maybe that's by design. Tyler Wolf out front of this thing by 1.66 seconds already over the number 11 of Colin Garner. Garner running that second spot. Big battle for third. It's going to be Terry Beckham and Daniel Franklin. Franklin falling back. Now Mickey Burrow. We could be 3 wide for third. We're 3 wide for 6th for sure. Beckham running way high. He'll fall back to that 5th position. Tyler Wolf out front by 2.248. Running at 18.298 that last time by. Colin Garner running at 18.919. Tyler Wolf finishes a lap number 3 here. We work lap number 3. Colin Garner, Daniel Franklin, Mickey Burrow, and Terry Beckham the second. Hager looking on the bottom side of Beckham. Tyler Wolf still out front. He's already in on the backstretch. Everybody else is finishing their lap. Colin Garner in that number 11 in that second spot. Daniel Franklin, Mickey Burrow. Burrow falling back to Franklin. Franklin trying to reel in Garner as they make their way through 3 and 4. We are 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Tyler Wolf, that 4W out front. Colin Garner in that second spot. Franklin trying his best to reel him in. He's 1.5 seconds behind Colin Garner. Garner 4 seconds behind your leader, the 4W of Tyler Wolf. Problem there, 1 and 2. That'll bring out the Joplin lock and key caution here on lap number 9. Caution being brought to you here on lap number 7. Tyler Wolf out front. Lap number 6, rather. Tyler Wolf out front of this thing. Colin Garner was 4.74 seconds behind. Daniel Franklin worked his way up to third. Mickey Burrow and Terry Beckham round out your top 5. Danny Miller was the reason for the caution here on lap number 6. Spinning between 1 and 2. Lights are out. Flagman Chip Abramovitz ready to get this thing started again. Does anyone have anything for Wolf here? 4W sets the pace going through 3 and 4. Hits that Ozark Fiber, restarts on green flag, here we go. Everybody shoots it off into 1 and 2 or 3 wide in some spots. Terry Beckham with an excellent restart. He's already up to your top 3. Restarts are his thing right now. Wow, look at the power, just able to jump and shoot at will. Terry Beckham up to that 3rd spot. Daniel Franklin up to 2nd. Beckham to the underside of Franklin. He's going to try to take that 2nd spot away. Everybody moving up, using that cushion, trying to find some speed there. Mark Wolf, Tyler Wolf out front of this thing here. Terry Beckham the 2nd in that 2nd spot. Daniel Franklin in 3rd. Mickey Burrow makes his way up to that 4th position. Kyle Gardner falls back to 5th. Coming to 5 to go. Everybody's destroying that cushion. We can see racing just like this next week. Top to bottom. Good looking track put on by my man, Jesse Stovall. Wolf making his way off of turn number 4. We're going to be 4 to go. .24.7 of Jarrett Dotson riding that top. Wolf ripping the lip through 3 and 4. My goodness, look at that dovetail from Terry Beckham. Everybody really pushing up the track through 3 and 4. Gonna be 2 to go this time by for 4W of Tyler Wolf. Already got a comfortable 3.732 second lead over the 7:18 of Terry Beckham. Extending it out to 4 seconds. Daniel Franklin at 3rd spot. Mickey Burrow 4th. Nathan Hager rounding out your top 5. 55 machine of Danny Miller pulls it to the inside. Terry Beckham running it way too high, gets a little comfort. Gets a little stuffed up there. Wolf bringing it down the backstretch. Oh, he's over the top just a little bit, but he's got plenty of comfort room here as he takes the win in your USRA A Modified A feature. Tyler Wolf with the win. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, the 4W of Tyler Wolf. Winning by 5 seconds over the 7:18 of Terry Beckham the 2nd. Daniel Franklin finishing 3rd, Mickey Burrow 4th, and Nathan Hager rounding out your top 5. You've seen the drivers start to push their way up the cushion just a little bit every lap. Excellent racing there from our USRA A Modified A feature. Your Davis & Sons USRA B Modified A feature lineup. Starting on the pole is going to be the 8S machine of John Sheets out of Nevada, Missouri on his outside. Current points leader of the 00 of Case and Harris out of Billivista, Arkansas. Starting inside row number 2, Matthew Manis in the 9M on his outside. Mr. Hoyt Miller, last week's winner in the 56 machine. Inside row number 3, Patrick Lewis and Kelly Chick Hicks on his outside. Matt Thompson and Dusty Cole. Let's get it on! Sheets already way out front of this thing here. Case and Harris in that 2nd spot. Hoyt Miller looking to take it away from him as they make their way down the backstretch. Hoyt Miller on the bottom side at Case and Harris. Watch out, Manis way fast! He should be able to drive it back on. Matthew Manis pushing that cushion, bringing out the Joplin lock and key caution here. Looking at a Midwest sheet metal replay here. Everybody ripping that lip, getting as high as they can. Thankfully, should be no damage to the car. Just going to be a harder battle for them to make it up. The lights are out. Lineup is right. You're ready to get it on. Green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. Here we go. Man is trying to get 3 wide off the bat as he makes his way down the front stretch, trying to make up some track position. He'll go 3 wide through turn number 2 and get pushed off for it. John Sheets in the 8S machine out front of this thing. Hoyt Miller already up to that second spot. Manis still looking for speed, but cost himself more detriment than anything. Sheets out front by 0.6 of a second this last time by over the 56 machine of Hoyt Miller. Casey Harrison at 3rd spot. Patrick Lewis and Matt Thompson rounding out your top 5. Matt Thompson makes his way up to that 3rd spot. Casey Harrison, Patrick Lewis falling back to 4th and 5th respectively. Manis looking to get her around. Kelly Chick Hicks. John Sheets, your leader here on lap number 3, running at 18.986. Hoyt Miller just 1.239 seconds behind. Patrick Lewis and Kason Harris having a good back and forth battle here. Lewis with the advantage on that bottom side. Manis going to make an attempt to get around Kelly Chick Hicks here. I think he will make that pass going down the backstretch. Out front, the 8S of John Sheets. Hoyt Miller running his fastest lap that last time by, ironically faster than the 8S of John Sheets. But the 1.403 gap, it will be hard to overcome. As I say that, it looks like he narrowed the gap through 3 and 4. Lewis running that top side now. Whoa, Matthew Manis, he spins out, catching that lip. Second Joplin lock and key caution being brought to you by the 9M of Matthew Manis. Running dangerously close to that top. We got a cushion that we've built up between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 right there at the top, and these guys are just running it into the ground here. John Sheets still your leader here. 6 laps in the books, 9 to go of your Davis & Sons USRA B Modified A feature. Hoyt Miller in that 2nd spot. Hoyt happy to see that caution. Matt Thompson at 31 on that bottom side. Matthew Manis expressing his displeasure as he leaves the track there between a 1 and 2. Green flag being brought to you by Freedom Bank. Sheets on that top side. Hoyt Miller gonna try to stay right there on those tracks as they make their way through 3 and 4. 31 of Matt Thompson, also fast. Thompson tries to move it up the track, trying to find some speed up there. John Sheets, Hoyt Miller, and Matt Thompson. Kason Harrison, Patrick Lewis. That is your top 5 right now. John Sheets already building a comfortable half-second lead, 0.6 of a second over the 56 of Hoyt Miller. Good side-by-side battle. These guys just can't get away from each other. Patrick Lewis and Kason Harris. Lewis on the bottom side, Harris on the top side. Kelly Chick Hicks right there on the mix as well. 4, 5, and 6. John Sheets extends his lead to a whole second over the 56 of Hoyt Miller. Matt Thompson 1.8 seconds back. Caution coming out here for the 745 of Dusty Colt. Spinning there between 3 and 4. Do we have a replay? No, I don't think so, but that's okay. We're watching that excellent battle between Patrick Lewis and Kason Harris, and Kelly Chick Hicks right there with him. 8S of John Sheets, still your leader here. 9 in the book, 6 to go. Hoyt Miller electing to go that top side. That's going to put the 31 machine of Matt Thompson at the bottom. Patrick Lewis and Kason Harris having a good battle for that 4th spot. Back and forth they go. All lights are out. We're ready to get it on once again. Dusty Culp able to get his car back going. We'll see if he turns it around and gets it right back in. He'll be at a disadvantage, but boy, he'll be in the race still. Get it on, my friend. John Sheets is about to do the same right there in the Ozark Farmer restart zone. Green flag, here we go. Sheets using that top side, finding all the speed here. Hoyt Miller holding on to that 2nd spot. Thompson falls into 3rd. Kason Harris may have broke away from the 24/7 machine of Dawson. I'm sorry, 24L of Patrick Lewis. That was another class. I was testing you, and then you passed. Sheets brings her through 3 and 4. Sheets, Miller, Thompson, your top 3. Kason Harris, Patrick Lewis rounding out your top 5. Kelly Chick Hicks just right there waiting to break in. Sheets switching it up, using that bottom side. Hoyt Miller following him, kind of doing the same. Everybody trying to find a new line, get a little more speed here. Two to go this time by. Gonna see the white flag next time. John Sheets, very prevalent lead as he makes his way down the back stretch. Probably an 8 to 10 car lead. Looking at the white flag this time by. John Sheets out front by 1.35, 2 seconds over the 56 of Hoyt Miller. Matt Thompson in the 31 machine way back there. Checkered flag coming out for your leader, the 8S of John Sheets. Very motivated win. If you know, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 8S machine of John Sheets taking home the win. Hoyt Miller finishing 2nd to John Sheets there. Matt Thompson in the 31. Finishing 3rd, Kason Harris finishing 4th. And Patrick Lewis in that 24L falling right behind there in the 5th spot. Of Mike Gilbert out of Galena, Kansas. On his outside, Chance Gilbert in the 001. Gilbert's on the front row. Pyle's in the 2nd row. Evan Pyle starting inside. Peyton Pyle on the outside. Kenny Foster and Phil Berkeyboud starting on row number 3. Smoke Metcalf and John Gamble, row number 4. Tanner Foster and Zerny Vest rounding out the field. We are green at flag of racing here. Chance Gilbert from the outside taking the lead. 41 of Peyton Pyle looking to get up there as they make their way down the back stretch. Chance Gilbert, Mike Gilbert, Peyton Pyle way high. Smoke Metcalf spins her in turn number 3 and 4. We'll see if he can get her back going. He makes an attempt. we will be caution flag. Smoke Metcalf got her back going. Chance Gilbert going to be out front of your Delaware double file restart. Mike Gilbert, Phil Berkey-Bile Jr., row number 2. Evan Powell, Peyton Powell, row number 3. John Gamble in the X Machine, and Kenny Foster, row number 4. Oh, one of Chance Gilbert. Sets the pace going down the backstretch as he enters 3 and 4. Somebody dragging some brakes. Green flag. Here we go. Still may be problems on the 00 machine of Smoke Metcalf. Two laps in the books here in your INX Legends A feature. Chance Gilbert out front of this thing. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. up to that second spot. Mike Gilbert in third. Peyton Powell again running that way top side, getting a lot of speed for it through 1 and 2. The X Machino, John Gamble looking to the back door of Mike Gilbert in that 31. Oh, Peyton Powell goes over the top. And that will bring out your Joplin lock and key caution once again. Caution coming out for the 41 of Peyton Powell going over. Everybody getting way close to that cushion up top. There, he's got her back going. Chance Gilbert still out front of this thing. 4 laps in the books of 12. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. making his way up to that second spot. Phil Gamble and Tanner Foster all gaining 4 positions so far in this race. Chance Gilbert in the 01 machine brings him around 3 and 4. Hits that skinny pedal. Here we go. Chance Gilbert in the 01 brings him around 1 and 2. It's a big battle for third as they make their way around down the backstretch. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. has it in hand in that second spot. The X Machine looking to go down to the bottom side. They're all bunched up trying to get around. Oh! Everybody getting bunched up back behind the 31 of Mike Gilbert. Gamble going around. Tanner Foster was behind him. As we look at our Midwest sheet metals, a replay here. Great camera work by my man. A little contact there, it looks like. Hey, if you all need any spray foam work done, check out Spray Foam Near Me. Tanner Foster in 85, letting Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. know he's coming. I'm right behind you. Gilbert brings him around 3 and 4 once again. We're 7 minutes in. 4 laps in the books. Chance Gilbert is still out front of this thing. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. And it looks like Tanner Foster fighting for that second spot. Chance Gilbert with a 1.377 lead over Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. that last time by. Six to go, just past your halfway point. Gonna be 5 to go this time. Chance Gilbert out front by 1.870 seconds over to Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. Tanner Foster up to that third spot. Mike Gilbert right behind him. They're looking to underside. They're all over the back bumper of Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. Chance Gilbert with 3 to go this time by Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. in that second spot. Tanner Foster trying to work on him as they make their way, losing a lot of ground this time by. Watch out, the X-Machine of John Gamble on the top side of the 31. He's made his way back up. Gamble being scored for that 4th spot that last time. Working the hard way around. Gonna be the white flag this time by for the 01. Chance Gilbert taking the white flag. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. still holding on to that second spot. Gamble narrowing the gap as they make their way down the backstretch there. Out front, it's the 01 taking the Westco Home Furnishings checkered flag. Gamble doing a crossover, looking to go to the bottom side. Not going to be able to get that 3rd spot away. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 01. A Chance Gilbert taking home the win. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. coming in that 2nd spot. Tanner Foster finishing. Again, Chance Gilbert taking home the win. Phil Berkey-Bile Jr. coming in 2nd. Tanner Foster, John Gamble battling back up to that 4th spot, and Mike Gilbert rounding out your top 5. Starting on the pole out of Pineville, Missouri is going to be the 930 machine of James DeWitt. On his outside, Michael Gillis in the 33 machine coming out of Clever, Missouri. Inside row number 2 is going to be Zachary Riddick in the Z66. Trying to make it 2 in a row for him. Daryl Rick in the number 29 on his outside. Tyrell Jones going to start inside row number 3. Running that Josh Paul-owned machine. Tyrell Jones coming out of Bodark, Missouri. Brandon Bishop in the 3J going to start on his outside. And in the rear there, Mr. Larry Jordan in the 10. Beautiful America Chevy Caprice. Ooh, look at them legs. Those legs and those shoes. What are those? Checking out our flag man, Chip Abramovitz's legs, live on Show Me Dirt. Give me that replay. Green flag, here we go. James DeWitt takes him into turns 1 and 2. Zachary Riddick up to that 3rd spot. 33 of Michael Gillis holding on to 2nd. Daryl Riddick in 4th. Every week, good racing coming from. We are 3 wide for 2nd. I thought for sure when I was sitting on that back deck I had it pushed down. Gillis looking to the inside. Michael Gillis looking for the lead, side by side. Again, excellent battle. Michael Gillis out front of this thing. James DeWitt finds himself in a pickle there. Same person he was battling with last week, Zachary Riddick. Michael Gillis out front. DeWitt and Riddick fighting for two. Riddick got the advantage this time by Daryl Riddick in that fourth spot. Tyrell Jones up to fifth. DeWitt looking to the outside of Riddick. Four laps in the books. We are 1/3 of the way through your Bomber A feature. Michael Gillis, your leader, out there by 0.4 of a second over the 766 or Z66 rather of Daryl Riddick. Not very often you see these guys stretched out. Usually all just one big pile, 4 of them, 5 of them, 10 of them fighting for the lead there. Michael Gillis still out front. Zachary Riddick starting to catch him here. He was exactly half a second behind on lap number 5. Working lap number 6. We are at our halfway point. Michael Gillis is still your leader, running his fastest lap at a 22.133 that last time by. Zachary Riddick doing the same, just a little bit slower. Riddick going to take a look to the inside. Zachary Riddick trying to make it 2 in a row. Neil Tucker back underneath. Going to take a look to the inside one more time here. 7 laps in the books. Michael Gillis, Zachary Riddick fighting for the lead here at Monett Motor Speedway. The Tin Machine getting used as a pick here. Everybody gets around Larry Jordan. Michael Gillis and Zachary Riddick. 1 and 2, James DeWitt, Daryl Riddick, and Tyrell Jones, your top 5. Lap car going to come into play again here for third. Ooh, James DeWitt going the risky outside lane. Daryl Riddick able to take advantage of the lap car. He'll pick up that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, back out front, Michael Gillis, Zachary Riddick. Going to be 2 to go this time by. Gillis out front of Zachary Riddick by 0.3 of a second. Things are shaping up to get interesting here out front. Zachary Riddick taking another look to the inside. They're going to come to the white flag. Are they going to be side by side? Gillis on the outside. Zachary Riddick on the inside. They're nose and nose going through 1 and 2 down the backstretch they go. It's a drag race. Heading into the corner. Who's going to be the one to give up? Zachary Riddick with just a little bit of an advantage. Gillis on the outside. Zachary Riddick on the inside. They touch as they come out. Michael Gillis taking home the win. Another exciting race from our Bombers. Michael Gillis taking home the win. Zachary Riddick coming in a close second. Daryl Riddick, James DeWitt, 3 and 4, and Tyrell Jones rounding out your top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the 33 of Michael Gillis taking home the win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stick around.